The very last things written on these job cards are your tax, your salary, and your toll. And these all kick in during payday. So when we gather together during payday and do our admin for the round, the first thing will happen is you'll have to pay tax on all of your jobs. So here you're going to have to pay $5 if you're currently holding the bud tender job. That money gets paid into the government's reserves. And if you can't pay your tax, by the way, you actually are going to lose your job straight away. So that would really suck because you're going to end up losing your job before you even get the salary. So make sure you can pay your tax, guys. Don't be fools. The next thing you're going to get is your salary. So here you're going to be able to go over to your portfolio and add $5 to your wealth because you're holding the bud tender job. That's pretty nifty. And then the final thing that will happen is your toll. All jobs take a toll on you in some way. Mostly they affect your quality of life. So mostly it's pain. Sometimes it's trauma. But either way, you're going to then go over here and add, that figure to your pain score. Now you're probably thinking, hang on a second, this seems like a swizz because, I'm making $5 out of being a bartender, but then I have to immediately pay that entire $5 to the tax man. And you're right, but remember that the primary way that you benefit from these jobs is often not in the form of your salary. Sometimes, more commonly it's because you get this ability and you get to charge other players for using that ability. And that's actually going to be a much more lucrative way to make money, especially in the services sector, which is often working for tips. Once we cover the corporate jobs, you'll see that they actually just have absolutely huge salaries and don't really have to worry so much about that mechanic. So that's everything that's written on these cards, except, of course, for this piece of flavor text, which is completely pointless. It took me several extra hours of time and really achieves nothing except for making a very cheap joke to distract you during this game.